Be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown. That is a dream start for this offense.
The extra point, up and good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Now the Georgia Bulldogs. Here's Nick Chubb. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
We are through 1. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Second and inches.
Here we go.
First carry for Joe Mixon. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. To the left side, and caught by Schultz. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
They'll go with Chubb. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game. But when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for. It's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Here we go. Let's go.
Mixon trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
To throw, Stroud. That one, taken in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Texans come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no return here. This is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Alpha, sit on. 180. Sit on. 180. Headshot. 13. Sit on.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Off the play fake. Jackson on the move left. He runs with it.
Yeah, that's a nice job. He's out of the pocket. He knows he doesn't need all that much for a first down. He's able to tuck it, get out of bounds, and keep this drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10.
UAX. Headshot.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now, faking the give, out to his right. Now he'll run it. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
Hey, report. Sit on. 180.
A give right up the middle to Henry. And he'll drive this one forward down to the 36. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson, exiting the pocket right, going up top and looking for Andrews.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
Hey. Sit up.
Jackson escaping the pressure right. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Oh, hey. 18. Let's hit.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
18. Let's hit.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Okay.
A run out of the gun. Here's Chubb. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Ka'imi Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead. Points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Swap. Another swap.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8.
On the quick, right?
They'll stay on the ground with Chubb. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
3rd, they need 8.
Here we go. 18. Let's hit.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run it on 1st down with Henry. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing Jackson. Forced to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll get forward. Gives him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
It's 3rd and 4. He'll try to power ahead with Ricard. And he will have the Ravens first down. Although it didn't appear he got it by much, he needed 4, and that's what he got to convert 3rd and 4.
So often, Mike, you can tell a team's decision on 4th down by what they call on 3rd down. So I think after that 3rd down run, it was pretty clear that, hey, even if we don't get it here, we're comfortable going for it again on 4th down, but didn't turn out to be the case because he's able to get it there on 3rd.
This is Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. From 31, here's 2nd and 9. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He keeps it himself.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Third down and 3. They'll let the fullback try to push the puck. And they get it at the 18-yard line. The drive stays alive. First down picked up.
And when you've got that big body in the backfield, I mean, why not give him a chance to use that size to pick up first down? I mean, you're not looking for a home run. You're not looking for a touchdown. Just get north and south and keep this drive alive.
On the ground, here's Henry. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
16 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. Henry trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on 1st down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Forced out wide.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal for Jackson. And that is Hunt in the end zone. He's in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Ravens.
On is Luke to add the extra point. He's got it, and the Ravens are on top. It's 14-10.
Ravens 14, Texans 10. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
18. What's up? Why Tony? Cut.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Open man downfield. It's Nico Collins. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On 2nd down, Stroud. He'll get that out to Mixon. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down.
Oh, ready? 18. What's up?
Stroud to throw, and that is incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Mother swap.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is caught, finding Higgins. He's going to have a Texans 1st down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot as a gain of 18.
Yeah, so what I like here is it's not only a really good play call, but it was really well executed by the quarterback. So they used the bootleg to get their quarterback out of the pocket, change the launch point, and then they pair that with a really nice concept downfield. He uncovers, wide open, nice conversion.
Again, running right, it is Mixon. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout. A gain of 17 to the 17-yard line. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Chubb. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
The offense having a tough time with this noise. It's 3rd and 6. This one caught at the 4, and he'll take it on in. Christian Kirk Touchdown, Texans.
Touchdown, Texans.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
DC, ready?
This is 1st and 10.
180. Hey, hey. Come on. 180.
In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
At the 35-yard line.
Hold on, ready? 180. Ready, shot.
On play action, here's Jackson. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. At the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
And 18 at the 28-yard line.
Hold on, ready?
Now on 2nd and long.
13. Ready, shot. Shot. Yeah.
Now Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the 1st down and preserve that final timeout.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Go right here.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 47-yard
Jackson now. On the run to the right. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moments.
Shot.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Lamar Jackson sacked. A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Here we go. This is 4th down. And this will not be a spike. He faked it. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
And it all came down to that play. The offense finds themselves trailing, all out of their timeouts. The defense knew they were one stop away from ending this game, and they